Hi, Leo. This is Elijah Keating from WisdomSeekers.net. Go check us out. This is for January 2019. And let's see what we have to start out with. Now, the first card I've drawn is the Unfinished Symphony. And the Unfinished Symphony, well, it's basically self-explanatory. We're on a process, we're on a journey, and the symphony is not finished while we are living, breathing entities. If it is, then you might as well, if it's finished, then we're not here anymore. That's just as simple as it is. So so you have a choice to make the music or your symphony wild and gorgeous and free, or boring and sedate and dull, or dramatic and whatever. Who wants drama? I can live without drama. But you have that choice. This is your world, your life. So let's see what the rest of the cards have to say for themselves. So the first card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a woman who's taking charge of her life. And Leo, if anybody takes charge of their life, it's you. So she's taking charge of her life. She's sending out ships, and she's sending maybe, for instance, 5 ships. And when 3 comes back, she's still ahead of the game. She's still a winner in a massive scale. If she loses 2, which we want to do during times of learning and growth, we still have 3 that will give us what we want and growth. So this is a very positive card. It's a card of taking a chance, but taking control of your own life. That is the basis of the cards. What covers us? The Hierophant. The Hierophant is the teacher, but in my deck it's also the healer, the major healer. And so I prefer to read this card as a card of massive healing, great spiritual healing. And so, Leo, this January is a month for you to heal and become more. What's behind us? 6 of Wands. We've worked really hard. Leo has worked very hard. You've done really well in your life, and Leos, as a general rule, are very motivated people, and they do, as a general rule, do well for themselves. So this is a card that in your past where you have done well, and you're very pleased with yourself, which is really good grounding. But because you're an A type, and you have to have everything the way you like it, as a general rule, you're A type, you have to have everything, all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, and everything put into a particular form and format. It causes you stress. Is that bad or good? It just is what you are like. So the next card is the Prince of Pentacles. And as a young man, he's steadfast, strong, supportive, and pleased with himself. He's also not one to push your boundaries, because he's very secure in himself. He doesn't need to make you less or more than you are. If you need it, he will support you, but he will never try to intimidate you or make you become something you're not. The Knight of Wands is in front of you. And this, if it's a young man, it's somebody who comes in and is all excited and happy and in and out, has the keys to wisdom, doesn't always yet display the wisdom. He will when he ages. But as an energy, it's wisdom rising up out of your deep hidden soul. the part of you that you don't know very well. So it's ancient knowledge is returning to you, Leo. And what's coming up? What's coming up for you in the future? This is a card. This is a Princess of Wands. And I like to read it as a change card. I like to read it as a change card on a deep subconscious level. So you're very secure about yourself. You're going through a massive healing. And you're getting a lot of new knowledge. And it gives you the strength. It gives you the courage to move forward and do some more of the same. Does that make it easy? Oh, no. But then you have the Fool, which is a major arcana. So that's two major arcanas, the healing and the Fool. So double whammy. The major arcana of the Fool is a brand new journey. So life is going to change and shift. You're going somewhere supported because there's an angel there, but also not necessarily as safe as you think it is, because you're learning new things and you haven't developed all that you need to develop yet. There's a lot of shifting and changing. This looks like a DNA unraveling or raveling up, whatever. It looks like DNA. So there's a shift there, not only in your physical and your consciousness, but in your body on a deep level. Okay, so let's see. It's a really big shift. You do have the tools. You've learned the tools through the hard knocks of life, and you know how to ride the waves. You know the storm. You know how to ride out the storm. The fact is, you have all the skills that you need to survive what's coming up for you in January. And obviously, it's a tremendous amount of shifting and changing. And this one is also a shift, but it's a heart-opening shift. You're opening your heart up more. And as you do that, you gain more control over your life rather than less. By loving and caring, you gain more abilities. And what will it give you? It will give you the balance of the yin and the yang, the male and the female energy. And with that balance, you're more grounded, you're more secure, you can see things more clearly. The truth is, I could go on. This one may or may not work for this reading, but it's the Emperor. And because of the very last card that I pulled, the Emperor actually does have a bearing on this card. It could mean that for some of you who are Leo, you're going to meet the love of your life this month. I'm going out on a limb with that prediction. Not every one of you is going to meet the love of your life. Some of you already have, obviously. Some of you are far too young and you have too much more to experience. Some of you are too jaded. And jaded is fine. It just you don't want to be bothered. That's all that it means. But the very last card that I pulled is soulmates. You don't want to meet your soulmate unless it's your very last lifetime and you've learned how to settle and go with the flow. And when you run into problems, you know how to release quickly. But it is nice to meet people that are like-minded and you feel a great deal of love. So the Emperor very likely is going to come into a few Leo's lives this month. And the Emperor is a keeper. And we're going to put this, the Emperor is generally a male, but since I didn't pull the female version of it, the Empress is also for those who are men and looking for their Empress. So things are exciting and for you this month. Lots of shifting and changing. First of all, the healing, new beginnings, possibly a love of your life. If not, it's strength and balance, because you've become grounded and balanced within your life. But it is a huge month of shifting and changing. It is not a static month. It's not an easy month. With all that change cards, it can't be easy. Doesn't mean it has to be horrible. It just means there's a lot of shifting for you. Namaste.